First and foremost, before going into Watch Dogs, I know some people compared it to a hacker's version of a Grand Theft Auto. And while the idea does have some merit, Watch Dogs has enough on its plate to stand on its own, while delivering a decent attempt at an open world in modern times. To start, Aiden's smartphone doubles as your master controller for anything via electronic in your vicinity. Let's say Aiden decides to take a drive. Sure, he can cruise through the streets, but he can also disrupt traffic light signals, making it all green and causing havoc for traffic. See a bridge? No problem. Let's retract it now to escape the cops on your tail, in a rural town or dense city while being chased by the enemy. Okay, let's activate the blockers to smash any incoming vehicles against them. The whole city's electronic system at the palm of your hand. It sounds horrifying, and it's true. You can literally stop trains, disable helicopters, or explode machinery if you're nearby them. Everyone carrying a smartphone can be used against them to become a ticking time bomb. The amount of abilities Aiden can do from his handy smartphone is staggering, and at times you can be drunk with power. Furthermore, the abilities Aiden can unlock in a light RPG fashion is accrued by experience conducted by either campaign missions or completing side activities like finding collectibles or doing work for other people. Somewhat like perks, you choose which skill or ability to acquire in either hacking, crafting items, combat, and driving. In doing so, you unlock more abilities. The cycle of finishing a mission with 0 casualties brings a warm feeling of playing the good guy, and having the city reflect such actions is a nice touch to vigilantism of Aiden. These side missions aren't tedious and add variety in taking a breather from doing campaign missions back to back. These side activities are fixer contracts, gang hideouts, and criminal convoys. Completing these side activities can net you a unique weapon or vehicle to use once you finish a certain amount, making it a nice reward to look forward to than having to buy the weapon and/or vehicle with your own money. You play as Aiden Pierce, a hacker who goes out into the world siphoning money from various people and organizations, essentially virtual pickpocketing. He and his partner, however, bite off more than they can chew trying to hit the big wigs. In turn, a hit was placed on Aiden's family, where in the process, his young niece was killed. Now, Aiden, a man who's lost, someone precious to him, struggles to find retribution on whoever ordered the hit on his family. For revenge, he'll put away his guilt, his regret, and his despair for hate and vengeance. In the city of Chicago, he doesn't know who he'll face or trust on the path to avenging his niece's untimely demise. One of the immediate striking things about Watch Dogs on sound is the power of the soundtrack. I mean on how varied it is. It can go from a variety of music genres, from rock, slash, classic, R&B, pop, and even jazz and rap. What's even better is hacking people's phones to add more tracks to your playlist whenever you drive the car. It's a small but appreciated the features for anyone looking to hunt more music tracks by hacking into other people's phones. The sound design for Watch Dogs is haunting, soothing, and at times synthetically. It mixes due to the somber and at moments seriousness the game conveys constantly. That Aiden's life isn't a game to other people. It's serious business and should be treated accordingly. The soundtrack, the voice acting, the ambiance and atmosphere, even the aesthetics all play a role of gravitas to be heard and witnessed. Sure, what happened to Aiden is tragic, but it doesn't detract from the overall game. Aside from these issues, my 20-hour playthrough with Watch Dogs was an enjoyable ride. I experimented a lot in using Aiden's abilities to the fullest extent. Nothing beats plunging the city in darkness and whipping out my baton to whack people down under the cover of darkness, while making enemies explode from their cell phones from a camera hack, or when you're under heavy fire from a multitude of dudes and they all charge at you at once in a single line. Easy pickings for exploding a nearby transformer box to eliminate them. Driving in Chicago is like being a more hacker version of James Bond, where you can hack any city equipment to use for your own needs while driving. Police chasing you? Let's activate blockers. Helicopters constantly following you from above? One tap and the helicopter is disabled for a short time. Enemy calling reinforcements? Let's block that call, shall we? Honestly, I felt like a bully doing all these hacking options on my enemies, and the more I played, the more intuitive does the controls get. The layout of Chicago at your fingertips. Aiden's story is a classic tale on revenge and a decent attempt in trying to spin a powerful motive. And it semi-works to an extent. Aiden is hellbent in accomplishing his goals, to the point where he could use some more character development to show more of a human side to his actions affecting Chicago. The side activities do alleviate the seriousness the campaign focuses on to take a breather or two, but once you're in the bandwagon once more, you dive right into his goal, killing the ones responsible for his niece's untimely demise. Though Aiden can at times be narrow-minded, he still contains a heart for his surviving family. The sound design is excellent and plays well with Aiden's roaming with custom playlists to choose from, as well as heart-pounding missions where the ambient music can hit feelings of eerie, thrilling, and a bit suspenseful with some synths and electronics to spin around as well. The voice acting done by each character is alright.